How's everybody out there feeling today? It's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about the Oval, Season 3, Episode 9, Glove Up. Glove Up? Yeah, I know what that means. I'm still not sure how I feel about this episode, because I be nitpicking at stuff, so yeah, I know how I feel. And a lot of y'all feel about TP Land. When we in TP Land and all this stuff going down, this is crazy. But anyway, before we get started, shout out to everybody in my comment section. Thank you for holding my channel down. And those of you who have not subscribed as of yet to my channel, please take a moment right now, hit the little subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell next to it, and you will be notified every time Barbie J uploads a new video. Also, once you've viewed the video, I ask that you like the video. Like, write a comment, and then share it with somebody who you think might enjoy it as well. So you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share. That's it. That's all I ask. That's what I want for Christmas. Okay, so share it with all your friends so they could give me that for Christmas. It costs them nothing. Okay, what else? Now I think that's it. So, this episode started off with Alan and his dumb behind still standing there with the bat over Ellie. And she wakes up. She wakes up and just walks right into the bathroom. Who does that? Who wakes up and doesn't look around or something? I don't know. Sometimes I think I would look around, especially lights are still on. This fool, you could feel when somebody hovering over you, you know? And stupid Victoria gonna call and ask him, what's taking him so long? Come on now, I want to see you do it. I want to see you do it. He's like, what are you doing? Are you watching me? She's like, watching him. This idiot. So she got cameras in his apartment. I don't know how. He's looking around like an idiot. Then she's telling him to look out the window at a car outside, but I don't think he did it. I don't remember seeing him move from that side of the bed. And didn't she tell him she got his mother? How's your mother doing? What my mother got to do with it? All of a sudden they call and he's, Alan, please, Alan, please. I said, oh my God, Victoria's sick. He was like, why don't you get that other dude to do this? Why are you asking me to do it? Get that guy who's always beating me up. She's going to talk about she an evil biatch and not a pleasant one. You's a stank one. That's what you are, a stank biatch, you know. And he's like, where's my mother? And she won't tell him. And then Ellie comes out the bathroom, asking him what he's staring at her for. Then he does look creepy. You stand there. He got the bat right there. I don't know what he did with the bat because she's talking to him. How come she doesn't see that bat is beyond me. Why she doesn't see it. And so somehow when he lifts up both his hands, the bat mysteriously disappeared. He couldn't have leaned it up against anything without her seeing it. And if it doesn't stand by itself, so it would have had to fall and make a sound. Clink, clink, clink. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all see, this is why I can't watch these things because I nitpick everything. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, y'all. So she's telling him, she's apologizing to him, and she's telling him that she loves him, and he was so right. The president was using her, and she said she basically was doing it to make him jealous. But the reason she was telling him to get out is because she couldn't stand looking at him anymore and thought she could get like another night just to try to figure out what's going on and how she, and I was like, wow, she might be telling the truth. I don't know, but that's a little bit too late. All of a sudden, pop, blood is splattered all over the place. Shot Ellie. Well, we knew that was going to happen. We knew something was going to happen. And it switches over to Bobby and Max. Why? I don't know why. They in the back of a van, they talking, and the vice president calls Max's phone and tells him that there's a card key in his pocket and they want him to stay at a hotel and that please consider his offer, I guess, that working with them, So Bobby and Max are thinking about it. We got Sam. Oh God, these scenes are just useless. Sam walks in and asks Kyle what's going on, what's he doing, and he's like, oh, nothing. And he was like, are you sure? He's like, you sure? Look like you're doing something. He said, oh well, the what did he say? The chief of staff asked me to go over some footage or something. That's what he said. He was going over footage. The chief of staff asked him to do that. He said, why? He said, you'd have to ask him, sir. He's like, yeah, well, whatever. He said, we got 24-hour detail on the first son that has to be there. I'm going home. And he's like, yeah, okay. He looking, he said, You sure you ain't messing around? He said, no. He said, yeah, right. Okay. You're supposed to be in charge, Sam. That's all you do? That's all you do? Who's in charge when you leave? What is going on? This is like, with Donald, they a sorry bunch of you know what's over there. So Kyle hurry up and call Sam. Calls Donald, I'm sorry, and tells him that Sam is asking questions. And he said, I don't give a damn what he's asking. I don't care. Where's that guy? Did you find him? Where's that MFO? Donald is like going in. He just want to know where he is. And he was like, we can't find him. He must have gotten out of here. Maybe she got him out. No, how she gonna get him out? Well, he's like, I'm tired. They talking about Lily when I say she. I'm sorry. So he's like, I'm tired of this mess. He said, you want me to come over there and help you? He's like, no. He said, I got this. You just find him right now. So he goes over there and Lily goes upstairs. Y'all tell me why if she sleeps on one side of the bed, why she put her cell phone down on the other nightstand on the other side of the bed? And we know that she sleeps on that side because we've seen her sleep on the other side. And that's when Donald comes in there. What are you doing here? And if you come in here, you're going to get shot in the head and all this stuff. And he's like, why is he in there? He's asking her all about Bobby and stuff. And she's threatening to shoot him. And then he said, you need a gun to do that. And she runs right to the spot where he hit it in front of him. And she all mad. He done took her gun. She can't use her cell phone to call for help. He's talking about threatening her in the morning. He gonna come up there. Lily, you so stupid. If you smart, you sneak the freak out of the house while he's sleeping and take off. Run, Lily, run, Lily. Anyway, they show Sharon arriving at Mr. Richards' house. Okay, she at Mr. Richards' house, and Barry's outside kissing some girl, and she telling the girl to step and get out of here and all this stuff. And he trying to kiss her by, and she's like, nah, get out of here. I said, Sharon, don't be trying to act like you all jealous and stuff. I don't know what that was all about, but it was ridiculous, that whole scene. There ain't no reason for her to be upset. She could have just said, look, I need to talk to your dad or something like that and just ignore Barry, But she's like, wake your father up. I need to speak to Mr. Richard. He's sleeping. I don't care. I need to speak to Mr. Richard. All of a sudden, you hear a car screeching, and I thought it was that girl pulling off, but it was Kareem pulling up. He done followed her. He gonna come up there talking about he gonna make sure she okay. First of all, Kareem, she told you she was gonna be fine. Leave her alone. Why you gonna get out there and start trying to argue with Barry in front of his house? And of course, nosy Miss Jody don't call Nancy and Richard and tell them they outside. And so Nancy and Richard telling everybody to get inside, even foolish Kareem. And then they tell them they started talking. And Sharon was like, she need to talk to Mr. Richard alone. Everybody's like, what's going on? It's like, shut up, dear Richard. Then Kareem started telling everything that he knows. And Richard is like, no, we need to go home. I think you're tired, Sharon. You need to go home. Go to bed and get some rest. And then we talk in the morning. Kareem, you need to go home. So he's telling him to go home. Meanwhile, he's writing on a piece of paper. He's letting them know that somebody's bugged. Richard is smart enough to know better. He might be the butler, but he's been in special forces or something like that in one of these military. So he knows stuff. So he's telling them they're probably all that stuff is probably bugged. Everybody put their cell phones out and stuff, and he put them away. And he's writing notes on the messages for everybody to read. And Kareem was still trying to talk, and then he shut Kareem up and sent him home to he ain't going until he knows she okay. She okay in that damn house, Kareem. Who do you think you are? Kareem losing his mind. And then Barry tried to say something. He's like, why is he in here? Barry was like, why is he in here? But they got him out. Sharon go upstairs. And I'm sitting there going, Sharon gonna go upstairs and get some rest. Where's she sleeping? Where's Sharon sleeping? So Miss Nancy, I guess, took her up there, changed her clothes, took her clothes and was washing them. If there's any bugs in there, gave her some fresh clothes to wear. Then she has her go in there to talk to Mr. Richard. And I keep calling him Mr. Richard because that's what she call him. So Richard is talking. Nancy said, do you need me to leave out? And he's like, yeah. So he asks her, he basically is asking her what happened. And hold on. He's like, are you okay? And she's shaking her head, no, I'm not okay. So he said, what happened? And she started telling him everything. And he was like, oh my God, oh my God. He's like, what? And he was like, yeah, I know you're not lying, but this is a lot to take in, to believe. And she was like, I know. And she's telling him about how they stopped how far away from the White House and how they went through an underground tunnel, and then they was on an elevator, and then he was there, and he said he'd make me rich and nobody would know about it and keep me in the house. I just had to have sex with him and all this. She was telling everything, and poor Richard was like, what the freak? It was just a lie, he said. And he told her, he probably did. Her phone is probably bugged. She should never talk to anybody on that phone. Her clothes were probably bugged. He told her that she could tell Kareem whatever, but don't tell him this. It was just wow. Wow, this is too much. So he's like, I can help you. She's like, what you gonna do? He said, I'll know. She said, but you could lose your job. He said, no, don't worry about that, or something like that. I don't know. But he said he could help her. I don't know how he's gonna help her. But this is gonna be interesting. And Nancy's like, well, what you gonna do, Richard? What you gonna do? And when I heard what you gonna do, I don't know why I thought of what is her name from the Have and Have Nots? Veronica. What you gonna do, boy? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? She's always say. Anyway, so that was that part. And she leaves and goes to go to bed. And she gets in the bed with what's his name? Barry. And I'm sitting there going, how the hell this gonna happen? See, I would have slept on the couch. I would have been sleeping on that couch and not in no bed with Barry. Barry started taking off his shirt and stuff, and Sharon is shaking, and he wants to hug her. She said, don't you touch me. Don't touch me. He said, why you acting like that? Why you being like that? She's like, boy, please. I don't want you touching me. That's it. And then he kept saying, but Sharon, I'm trying to hold you. You scared and stuff. She said, you will not hold me because you smell like her down there. He's like, who with your damn Rackaducci girlfriend? And she's like, Rackaducci? He's like, Rackaducci? She's like, yeah, she be in the store all the time. But if she's in their store, they confusing it. Because the Rackaducci's weren't coming in their store. They were coming in that store where Dale worked over by the compound. So I don't know why all of a sudden she knowing that this girl is Rackaducci. We ain't never seen no Rackaducci's in that area for what we know. But this is TP land, so the storyline could go anyway, right? So Barry's like, what? And he had her up in the house. See, this is what I was saying, y'all, about him having people, strangers up there, and Nancy not liking it, because when she let that girl in and she knew her, all them other Rackaducci's came in there. I said, see, but then why would Barry still have that money in the same place? First of all, Barry don't have that money because he brought that money to the Rackaducci's before. This is where they messed up the storyline, y'all. Don't y'all remember? He had to bring the money, and they took him in the van with the money, and that's how they got him at the compound, and he was there all the time. So where's this box of money mysteriously coming from now that he's supposed to have, and that this girl supposedly stole his money? Hello, please put it down in the comment section, because I'm totally confused right now. I am totally confused. Anyway, then they showed Max and Bobby. They were checking for bugs in the hotel room. They give them in this hotel one bed, a king size bed, 2 grown men. They supposed to be a gay couple, I guess. That don't make no kind of damn sense. But they half-ass checking for bugs and everything, and I was like, what is this? So after they did that, he was like, don't go over there. He decided that he's gonna call Lily to check on her. He learns Lily's cell is scrambled and she can't get no phone calls in or out. And they like, Max is like, what's that all about? And he's like, I don't know. Don't go over there. Max is like, don't go. He said, I'm not going to go over there. But he knows something is up. Something is up if they scrambling her phone. She can't beg for help or nothing. Then it's Kareem. Kareem gets home and Dale is like, oh, where's Sharon? Kareem and his nasty, hi, Dale. Like, you don't say hi to me. I mean, you just left. I mean, really? He got to keep saying hi to you every time you walk in the damn house? You brought him home? Jealous and stuff, because nobody care about him like that. So he said, when he said, hi, Dale, he said, hi, where's Sharon? It's like, so they talk about all the strange things that's coming on. Sharon's not coming home tonight. Oh, is she with that guy? That guy Barry? He said, no, she's not with him. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And they're talking about all the strange things that have been happening. Dale thinks whatever happened, it has something to do with him getting shot. Kareem asked him who was that guy that was bothering him, that Secret Service guy. He said it was Kyle. He told that much. Kareem tried to put stuff together, play detective and stuff. But he was saying how crazy everything is, the people are at the White House, how the president was how he was flirting with Sharon and everything. He said it was ridiculous. And there was something else. Oh, um, Dale, when Dale said something, he said something, and Kareem's like, "Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say it like that?" He said, "No, I just was asking. I don't know for sure." He said, "But there's a reason you said it." He said, "Yeah, because everybody's strange over there. I mean, clearly we know that, right?" So he said, "You know what?" He said, they talked about, he said, "I'm going to call Sharon and check on her. You can't check on her. Do not call her phone. Do not talk her. You'll see her. But I got to see," he said, "do not. You got to see her tomorrow at work. We'll be at the pharmacy." Will we? Will we all be there? I don't know. So he goes, by the way, I don't want to go. I'm not sure I want to go back right now, if I'm ready right now, but I don't want to work in the front. And he said, "I understand. You want to work in the back with us?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, get some rest, and I guess we'll deal with it in the morning," whatever it was. But if he just got out of the hospital being shot, he shouldn't be going to work. But y'all know in TP land, everybody heals from stab wounds and shots and everything real quick. Like in 2-3 days, they back. They really 2 days, they back and working. Everything having, I don't know. It's TP land. What can I say? And then they show Ellie's body being rolled out in a body bag, and the officer is saying to him, "Sorry for your loss," and asking who is she to you. I'm like, shouldn't they ask that at the beginning, not after she rolled out, but before? But that officer looks so familiar. It just looked like something didn't look right with him. He said, "It was my girlfriend," and he said, "What happened?" And he's like, "We were like 2 feet away." I think he was trying to see what he would tell. I really do not believe that was a real officer for some reason. We were 2 feet apart. No, y'all wasn't. Y'all was like a half a foot apart. She was right up in your face. You was about to freaking kiss her. So where you get 2 feet apart? And, and they, he said that the officer said they had arrested several people downstairs. There was a gang shooting in the area, and it probably was a stray bullet, because he said the bullet came in through the window or something like. And he said, "Are you sure it was a gang?" He said, yes, we think that's what it was. How you know? We saw a guy. We caught a guy running, and then we got a confession out of him. And then we found a bullet casing, a shell casing, or something. We running ballistics on the bullet. So we're pretty sure that's what happened. I said, "No, that's what they want to say to shut him up. But I think she was murdered. I do. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think, but I think that's what happened." Then they show Jason with that Secret Service agent. I forgot his name, the Secret Service agent. And he's like, "Where's my sister?" He's waking up. Jason's waking up, and he's asking the guy, "Oh, you still here? Where's my sister?" And he's like, "I don't know, sir." He accused him of screwing with his mom. How much is she paying you? Jason's being an idiot and an ass like he always does. And the guy keeps saying, "No, sir, you should be quiet and start your day. This is my day. This is all I do." He's like, "Well, I need to shower. Are you going to go in there and watch with me?" "Yes." "Yes." And he was like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. It's illegal and stuff." He said, "Well, maybe if you would behave, you wouldn't need an escort." And he's like, "Whatever." Jason is a nut. Jason is crazy. And the thing is, that guy looked like he just as crazy as Jason, or could be crazier, because we saw him beating up Alan, so. But he's also saying, like, "Sir, please, I'm here for your protection, and that's it. But I'm underage and all this stuff." He's just saying all this stuff, and he's just being a pain in the butt. And the guy warned him. He said, "Let me tell you something. I have permission to keep you in line, okay?" So he's talking about he's gonna be jerking off and stuff. And he's like, "Sir, if you want to do that, start jerking off. I'll be forced to make sure you never do it again. And he was like, what? I was dying. I was like, say that again. I will be forced to make sure you never do it again. Poor Jason was like, this is not fun. I know he thinking it's going to be fun, but it ain't going to be fun. So, what else happened? I missed something. Oh, Max keeps asking Bobby. They when he wake up, Bobby was sleeping on kind of like at close to the foot of the bed, on top of the blankets, while Max was under the blankets, all comfortable. Why he think he's supposed to get the big bed and stuff, and then getting mad, want to push Bobby off? And Bobby was like, "I know you trying to get rid of me." He said, "You almost did with them damn farts you were doing." I was dying. I said, they must have been bad. He said, I think you're trying to get rid of me. He said, yes, that's what I was trying to do. He said, well, it almost worked, but I was tired. That's why. I said, oh my God. But then I was laughing about that. But then Max keep asking Bobby, aren't you concerned? He said, you didn't go see about Lily. Aren't you concerned about her? And he's like, yeah, I am worried about her, but I said I wasn't going to go, but you didn't go. He keep asking. He said, what, you want me to go? You keep saying something, so you must want me to go. He's like, I want you to do whatever you want to do. I was like, that was a stupid scene anyway. So they hear a knock at the door, and come to find out it's the VP and everything. And he's telling them why they're in there as a gay couple, because there's a gay rights convention in town, and they thought they could hide them in plain sight that way. And he's like, you couldn't get us 2 beds? And he was like, no, sorry, they were sold out. I'm sorry, they were sold out. But anyway, so he tells them what he's going to do, that he's meet with the president, and what he's going to do is tell him what he knows so far, try to shake him up a little bit. And they're very concerned, like they don't think it's a good idea. This is crazy. You don't know what could happen. It's dangerous, da, 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 da. And he said, yep, I'm going to let him know what I know. And I'm going to tell him that you two are going to be my security detail. So they'll be afraid to touch you. They can't bother you. He was saying all this stuff. And Bobby and Max did not think it was a good idea. He told them, look, be ready in an hour. We going to the White House. So I was like, okay. In the meantime, Kyle is calling Donald. And Donald he tells him he's right there at the door. And he's trying to figure it out. They sitting there trying to figure out how Bobby could have gotten out of the White House. He couldn't just disappear. She must have had help. He's like, no. She said, what was it? Kyle said, Lily must have had some powerful help. He said, look, I'm the powerful person here. So then they said maybe it was the president, because, he's a little strange. And Donald's like, no, it can't be the president. And then he said, well, maybe it's the first lady. Oh, hell no, it can't be the first lady. If it can't be the powerful people, how you think it's Lily when he goes back to, I bet you Lily know how he got out. He's like, you think so? Now all of a sudden he believes it. That didn't make no sense, because we started with Lily. Then you end with Lily and say she knows something. She's the dense one. She don't know nothing about that White House to get somebody in and out like that. So it was kind of strange, that whole part, that little section right there. But you see the scenes for next week, honey, they going to go up there and start pouring. Lily, they go up there to talk to her, and she start acting all stupid. I thought she had a gun or something, or some kind of power. She acting like she not scared, and she know before both of them tried to hurt her in the past. So I don't know why she think they won't do it. And they came at her. He put on his gloves and he went at her. So they going to do something to her, but she's acting like she can't be touched before. So I don't know. Y'all write it down in the comment section. Let's get this going and see what's happening, because I have no clue what's going on. This your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.